Hello, everyone, and welcome to the electronic scoreboard for Flip Card Baseball. Yes, Flip Card Baseball. And I'm really into this one right now. Fellow's name is Andrew. He's out of Australia, and he seems to have a really deep game that plays so easily with just the player cards and a fast action card deck, which is amazing. So, still learning the game, so we'll see how this goes. By no means am I an expert. I am learning as I go, but I have created an electronic gamer scoreboard for those who may want to check it out um, and just kind of see what it's all about. There's only 2 teams available right now, but this allows you to kind of check out the game. So when you come to the link that I'm going to share, you'll come here and just click to come in. Type in the names of your starting lineups, and then click Find to locate the player's card. When finished, click Start button. So basically, if you just put in the 2 teams, and I will write these teams down on the forum, it's the 1985 World Series teams. Type in Cardinals and tab. It'll take you to the year for the visitor. Type in 1985, and then type in Royals and tab 1985, tab out. And you'll see there are some automatically created lineups, and pitcher John Tudor for the Cardinals and Charlie Leibrandt for the Royals. You can change those names if you want. I did not create digital cards for the extra players, but if you want to go in here and change to another player, I don't even know who to type in. So type in the player name and tab out of it, put in the position. But as long as you enter in these names and these years, these lineups will come up automatically. Click Start Game, and it'll go through and load the player cards. These buttons are to be used after the game's over. When the game's over, you need to click Q on the keyboard for quit. Q on the keyboard to quit, and it'll tally the stats for the pitchers and give you the ability to export to spreadsheet, a score sheet, and box score. Click here to start game, or alternatively, click on the clock. So click here to start game or on the clock. And we're off and running. So you don't need a dice just yet. The game starts down here with the pitch. Great control. The pitcher is hitting his spots. It's a strikeout 12. I've got little cheater notes here. For a strikeout, you have to be less than or equal to the strikeout number of 12 in this case. So bases empty. William McGee has a contact rating of K9, and bases empty. Lee Brandt is a -1, brings him down to an 8, and the number has to be less than or equal to the strikeout number, and it is. The 8 that we've come up with by the interaction between the batter and the pitcher is an 8, and it is less than 12, so it is a strikeout. So you can enter K here, you can click K here, or hit K on the keyboard. And we have 1 out in the inning. Crack at a bat, ball in play. So we come over to another fast action card. This is the backside. And ball in play. If you need a new fast action card, just click on whichever one you want, and it'll change just that one. So if we have a 14 to 30, it's a line drive to center field, base hit. Otherwise, it's a fly ball out. So you look at bases empty, and you do your batter-pitcher interaction of 20 plus 3 is a 23. That does fall in this range. So that's a base hit single for Vince Coleman. Otherwise, it would have been a fly ball out, which you'd go over here to the fly ball, and it would have been a line drive out to center field. Or if you wanted to have a new card over here, just click here and get your new fly ball out. So he's got a single. If he has a jump of triple asterisks, which is the highest you can get, I do believe, then he has a chance. He will attempt a steal of second and third. And that kind of makes sense for Vince Coleman because looky there, 110 stolen bases in 1985. So we'll have 2 steal attempts. And Coleman just happens to be a triple asterisk, so it's interesting that we got this card. So it's a base hit single, and we're going to steal second and third. So it's a single. And to view the runner's card, click on their name. It'll place the runner card here. To click position players, like if you needed to check the shortstop's card for a rating, click over there. And click here to clear it. I want to look at Vince Coleman's card. He has a steal rating of 81. I want to look at the catcher's arm, and he adds 4, so it's 85. So any roll under 85 is a stolen base. So in this case, Vince Coleman has stolen second base on Jim Sundberg, and so we'll do it a fresh roll for the attempt at third base. For a stolen base, you can click here, here, and there's a bunch of keyboard shortcuts. I'll post them eventually, or Z on the keyboard, Z. So stolen base. Vince Coleman gets a stolen base. Click here to view the lineup. You can see the outcomes are going in. S is the single, the little lowercase o is a stolen base. And if you export to spreadsheet at the end of the game, after you've quit the game by hitting Q on the keyboard, you'll have a column that'll show you the stolen bases, as well as the hits, doubles, triples, RBIs, homers, at-bats, and such. Click lineup to go back to the game. It just toggles lineup on and off. If you ever have the need for an extra out in an inning, like if there's a normal out that you register and then it's an extra out for a double play or a pickoff, you want to click here. If you need to show the ballpark card for the Royals, in this case being the home team, just click here. And there's your ballpark card. Click here to toggle it off, on, off. So we still have we got our new roll already when we registered stolen base, and again it's under 85, so Vince Coleman will steal third. Again, we determined it has to be a roll of under 85. Oh, it was 85 plus 4, so it was 89. Anything under 89 is a stolen base, and that's well under 89. Okay, so Vince Coleman got a single and has stolen 2 bases. Brings up Andy Van Slyke, and we have the explanation point, which we're going to go first since it's at the beginning. We have a possible balk, and his balk rating is somewhere here. It's a 36, and he did balk. Look at that. It falls under his rating of 36. This number falls under that. He has balked, and that'll bring this run in. So I'll clear the runner by clicking here, and I'm going to add a run by clicking here. So the 2 stolen bases and a balk has resulted in a 1-0 Cardinals lead. And now we need to finish this at-bat. We've done the explanation point. Now we go on to the 1-2, way outside, strikeout 0. And for strikeouts, the number, the interaction number up here off the cards has to be less than the strikeout number of 0. So Andy Van Slyke is a K12. He has high contact, so we're never going to make it under 0. He even adds 1. So we have a ball in play. It's ground ball, fly ball, and this is when you add, this is for possible double plays. You add his ground double play 0 to his ground double play 0 of 1. We have a total of 1, and so it's a fly ball. But we have nobody on base, so we have no chance for a double play. But it is a fly out to center field. Okay, Jack Clark is at bat. The pitch 0-2, straight down the middle, strikeout 15. So we know that anything under that strikeout number 15 is a strikeout. So it is most likely a strikeout, given that that is the highest strikeout number, I believe. Base is empty. If men are on base, we'll be looking down these columns. But base is empty. Contact, he's a K8. Plus 1 makes it a 9. It is under 15, so Jack Clark strikes out. Brings up the Royals in the bottom of the first. Leadoff batter Willie Wilson. And the pitch is a nice fighting at-bat to give himself a chance. The ball's in play. And we're going to the ballpark for this result. If it's not a hit, it's a fly ball out of line drive to 7, or get a new card by clicking here and it would be fly out 7. So we're going to the ballpark, and the number is 47. So only if you're lefty do you have a chance for a single, and he's a switch hitter. He's batting right against the left-handed John Tudor, so it is an out, and it's a fly out to left field. George Brett is up, and here's the pitch. It's a 2-2 pitch. Is a breaking ball off the outside. Will the batter take or protect? Base on balls 6. So the number that we get up here has to be greater than 6. And his patience number is a walk 5, control -2, so it takes it down to a 3. And so it is not greater than 6. John Tudor's control helped out and sent the number down even lower, so he does not get the walk. So runner on first, jump 10+ running game. Runner on first. Otherwise, it's a ground ball. So it looks like it's a ground ball. Runner on first, jump 10+ or better, you would do running game. Otherwise, it's a ground ball. So it is a 4-3 out with an error check, because the asterisk at the beginning, it's an error check on the second baseman. So we bring up the second baseman's card, check it out here. His error number is an 8, and the 5 is below the 8. So we have an error on Tommy Herr because the number is less than his error number, so it's an error. So we can click E up here, or E here, or E on the keyboard. George Brett is on first base. It's a 2-1 pitch to Hal McRae, ball in play. 25-30 would be a single just past the outstretched glove of the first baseman to right field. So we look at the men on base batting rating. 12 minus 0 is 12, so he does not get in that 25-30 range. So it's a ground ball out. And here, let's get a new card. It's a 6-3 ground ball out, which would move George Brett to second base. To move George Brett to second base, I will click on second base or hit 2 on the keyboard and wait for the batter's name to translate over to second base, and then clear it here, and then give the ground out to Hal McRae. 2 outs in the inning. George Brett's now on second base. The cards automatically update and refresh with the entry of every at-bat result. 3-1 breaking ball, ball in play, runner on first, which is not the case, and it's a fly ball out, which is a pop up to shortstop. Let's get a new card. It's a pop out to shortstop unless we're playing some wind. So we can register a fly out for a pop out or just a generic out. The difference being that if you register a generic out, you get an X as a result. If you enter F, fly out or ground out, you'll get G's or F's. E's go in as orange E's. I think all hits will be yellow. So about running out of time for my free video of Screencast-O-Matic, which is a great software for making these 15-minute videos. So this is my first take at the scoreboard that includes the fast action cards and my little cheater stuff right here. For Flip Card Baseball, a great game that Andrew has graciously shared with our community, and I'm really liking it. Oh, I don't know if you can see it down here. I put a link to his YouTube videos, and I think he'll be coming out with some more helper guides for us as we're all learning this sensational new game that has emerged. And by all looks, it seems like it's free, and he's just sharing it with us, which is awesome. Thank you, Andrew. And I will answer questions on the forum, but I just wanted to get this quick overview video of the scoreboard out since I'll be sharing it. Again, the 1985 Cardinals and the 1985 Royals. So to quit the game, I will click Q, even though I'm not done. Q, game over. I can now export to spreadsheet, and it'll tally the pitcher results, and it will give you a spreadsheet with the box score and score sheet. So that's the end of my time here, and I appreciate you watching, and I will catch you on the forums.